సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి ఫర్ మోర్ అప్డేట్స్ బెల్ ఐకాన్ క్లిక్ చేయండి ప్లీజ్ లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ చేసి కామెంట్ చేయండి.
Now we are going to discuss RAM. RAM means random access memory. Random access memory. That means random access memory means read and write memory. Read, write memory. This is also RWM. This is equal to group of address registers. Read, write memory. This is the random access memory. In the RAM, there are two classifications. One is the static RAM, SRAM, static RAM. And second one is the DRAM. Second one is the DRAM. Static RAM, this is the static RAM. This is the dynamic RAM. Generally, static RAM is the very expensive and very smoothly working. This is also smoothly working, but DRAM is the low expensive. So first of all, some differences of SRAM and DRAM. Some characteristics. One is the package density. Next, speed. Next, higher complexity. Cost, usage, time. Next, transistors. SRAM, DRAM. SRAM is the static RAM, DRAM is the dynamic RAM. This is the static RAM, this is the dynamic RAM. SRAM is the combination of flip-flops, JK flip-flops and also JK flip-flops. SRAM is the combination of flip-flops. Dynamic RAM is the combination of pair of capacitor and also transistor. Pair of capacitor and transistor. Dynamic RAM is the combination of transistor and capacitor. The transistor used as MOSFET transistors in the dynamic RAM. So compare the SRAM and dynamic RAM. SRAM is the very speed memory. So the transistors used in SRAM, 6 to 8 transistors data. In the dynamic RAM, 4 transistors data. The package density in static RAM is the low. The package density in dynamic RAM is the high. The speed of SRAM is very high because very high memory. This is the low. The speed of DRAM is the low. Higher complexity, SRAM is the less. In the DRAM is the high. Dynamic RAM is the high. Cost, it is very expensive. High cost SRAM. This is the low cost. Compare the SRAM, dynamic RAM is the low cost. So usage SRAM of usage is the catchy memory. So SRAM is used as a catchy memory. DRAM is used as a virtual memory. Okay. Time is the SRAM is the very speed SRAM is the very speed memory, so the time is the required less time. This is the most high time. So these are differences of SRAM and DRAM, static RAM and dynamic RAM. Package density is very low. Package density is DRAM is high. Speed SRAM speed is very high. DRAM is very low. So because that reason, time taken is less in SRAM. Time taken is less than is more. Similar as a higher complexity is SRAM is less. In the DRAM, dynamic RAM is very high. Cost is the very expensive of SRAM. DRAM is very low. Usage SRAM is used as cache memory, DRAM is used as a virtual memory. Next, the operation of DRAM, that is the DRAM means dynamic RAM. Dynamic RAM means dynamic random access memory. It contains pair of capacitor and MOS transistor. That is the MOSFET. So in this type of cell RAM, in this type of cell DRAM, in this type of cell in the DRAM, the transistor acts as a switch. Transistor act as switch. Okay, this is the construction of DRAM. Just a block diagram. This is the sense line. This is the control line. This is the capacitor. This is the transistor. This is the storage capacitor. This is the block diagram. The pair of the capacitor and transistor. This is the block diagram. This is the sense line. This is the control line. Also this is the column. This is the bit line. This is the actual block diagram of the DRAM, but in the DRAM used we have to use sense amplifier. This is the sense amplifier. This is the refresh line. This is the row line. This is the D output. This is the D input. This is the read or write. Actual block diagram of the DRAM is this is the DRAM. Sense line, control line. This is also bit line. This is the transistor. This is the storage capacitor. But we have to use the sense amplifier. This is the sense amplifier. Sense amplifier is the connection of D input, D output. This is the refresh line. This is the row line. This is the refresh line. This is the row line. This is the D output line. This is the D input line. This is the read or write. Read or write. This is the block diagram of the DRAM. So when sense and control lines go high, MOSFET, this is the MOSFET transistor, conducts and charges the capacitor. So these two lines are very high. The MOSFET conducts, charges the capacitor. When the sense and control lines go low, these two are high, the transistor charges the capacitor. These two are low, MOSFET opens and capacitor retains its charge. In this way it can store a 1 bit. In this way store a 1 bit, because these two are high, and also these two are low. The capacitor charges the capacitor, and also MOSFET opens and the capacitor retains in charge. In this way it can store 1 bit. Okay, so in this way a dynamic RAM, DRAM, the dynamic RAM means DRAM, may contain thousands of memory cells like elements. This is also 1 bit. Totally this is also 1 bit. This process very high, two sense line and control lines are very high. The MOSFET conducts charge the capacitor. Very low, the MOSFET opens and the capacitor retains charge. This process it can store 1 bit. These type of bits, thousands of memory cells like elements. Thousands of memory cells. In dynamic RAM, the address bit select the memory location. Control signals, address bit select the memory location. Control signals are two types of WE, CE. This is the write enable. WE means write enable. CE, this is the write enable. This is the CE means chip enable signal. This is the write enable signal. This is the chip enable signal. In the DRAM, four conditions, 4 cases. In the DRAM, 4 cases. One is the writing a 1 into the memory cell, So first of all we have to draw the circuit of writing a 1 into the memory cell. First of all, this is the column. This is the row line. Row line is connected to MOSFET transistor. This is the MOSFET transistor. The MOSFET transistor connected with, this is the capacitor, storage capacitor. Okay. This is the bit line. So actually this is the DRAM column line, bit line, and also this is the control line. This is the sense line. So the row line is connected to MOSFET transistor. The transistor connected to storage capacitor. This is the storage capacitor. Now we have to connect the sense amplifier. So actually DRAM is, this is the DRAM. We have to use the sense amplifier. This is the output buffer. Output buffer, sense amplifier. This is the input buffer. This line is the D input, this line is the D output. This is the read or write. This is the refresh line, this is the roll line. This is the refresh line, this is the roll line. This block diagram is used as writing a 1 into the memory cell, writing a 0 into the memory cell, read a 1 in memory cell, refresh into memory cell. So there are 4 special cases of writing or reading or refreshing in the DRAM. First of all, writing a 1 into the memory cell. Writing a 1 into the memory cell. First of all, a low on the read or write line with mode enables the tri-state input buffer. 3 states. This is the low. First of all, for a 1 to be written into the cell, the D input line must be high. On the row line and also high. Refresh line low. So in this total condition, this is the high. Bit line is the high. So a low on the read or write line with enables the tri-state of input buffer. 1, 2, 3 tri-states. These two are tri-states. The input buffer, output buffer, read or write. Tri-state. In the tri-state, read or write is in low. D in is also in high. The transistor must be turned on the high. On the row line. This is the transistor must be on the high line. This is the must be transistor high line. So the transistor acts closed switch connecting the capacitor to the bit line. This is also in this position, the transistor acts closed switch connecting the storage capacitor to bit line. So in this position, refresh is the low, row line is the high, read or write is the low, D input is the high, the transistor connects the high. So this is the diagram says the writing a 1 into the memory cell. Writing a 1 into the memory cell. Next case, writing a 0 into the memory cell. Same, refresh line is the low, row line is the high. Next, read or write is the low, D input is the low. The tri-state is the 2 are lows. This transistor is also connects the low. When a 0 is to be stored, a low voltage, D input is the low. When a 0 is stored into the memory cell, low voltage is applied in D input line. If the capacitor is storing a 0, it remains uncharged. If it is storing a 1, it discharges 0. When the transistor turns up, because we have to store the 0 uncharged. the capacitor is uncharged, the transistor turns up, so the transistor connecting is the low voltage. So here low, these two are same as one low high. Okay, this is the this circuit is belongs to writing a 0 into the memory cell. If writing a 1, this is the high, this is the high, this is the high. If writing a 0, this is the low, this is the low. Next condition is the reading a 1, from the memory cell. So refresh is the low, row line is the high, read or write is the high, D input is the high. Okay, this is also high. So this is the reading conditions. This is the low, this is the high, this is the high, this is the high, this is the high. Because to read from the cell, read or write line high, enabling the output buffer and disabling input buffer. When the row line is taken high, the transistor turns up, connects the capacitor to bit line, output buffer appears. This is the high. So then this is also high because reading 1. This is the reading a 1 not into from the memory cell. Writing a 1 into the memory cell, reading a 1 from the memory cell. This is the this condition for reading a 1 from the memory cell. Another fourth condition is the circuit refreshing the memory cell. What is the refreshing the memory cell? All are highs. Refresh is also high, row line is high, reader write is high, D input is high, transistor connects the capacitor, its charged is high, and also output connection is also high. So this is the refreshing, this is the condition for refreshing the memory cell. Totally this is the DRAM.